Hi, welcome to the Socialize forecast, January 30th, 2024. This is the Tuesday edition of the podcast where we bring you social media updates, trends, original content ideas, and all of the insights. And if you check back on Friday, we have a strategy session where we deep dive into a topic. All right, let's kick it off with a social media update for the week. And this one is a bit emotional. It's also a testament to how there is positivity and so much of it on social media where people will come out of the woodwork to help others. So this one really is dear to me. There is a creator named Kat Janis who wrote a song, and it is basically she's promoting it now to help her son. She's leaving behind a 7-year-old boy. She's losing her battle with cancer, and she has really asked the social media community, her TikTok community, and I'm sure Instagram as well, to help her in downloading and playing the song so that the proceeds are available for her son's future. So it's first off, you can certainly make videos with it. You can duet it. We're going to put some links. We have links in this email newsletter, but going to put some links here in the podcast notes as well. But the key thing is, I mean, from where I sit, you really want to be downloading and playing this, streaming it on Spotify or Apple Music, some type of music platform, because that is where the the funds are going to come from to help her. I know that playing it on social media is helpful and duetting it and promoting it is great, but ultimately, if you are streaming the song, that is what's going to help her the most, at least from where I see it. If you see otherwise, please let me know in the comments, and I would love to hear from you. But I am going to include a link to the Spotify so that you can find the song and stream it if Spotify is your thing, and you can search for it on Apple Music and your other music platforms. So go and support this creator, and just let's do some good on social media. It's one thing I really wanted to talk about this week. Very personal to me, obviously. All right, let's just jump right into the trends now. We have some fun ones here, and the first one is really great for so many niches. It's easy to do because it's with photos. Again, it's a quick photo carousel, and it's called Things I'm Addicted to. Now, you can take this on you can take this to a business, you can take this personally, but what you're going to do is put two photos, the first one with the text that says things I'm addicted to, and then the second one is the same photo, but you're going to put different blocks of text around you with the things that you are addicted to, the things that you love. It's quick and easy. It's adaptable to any small business. It's adaptable to you personally. You could use it to promote items that you love. You can use it to share your favorite books. You can take this to any talk. Okay. You can be in book talk, skincare talk. You can take this to healthy juice talk. You can take this to fitness talk. So use it. It's an easy one. The next one is called Mwah Blocked. And I kind of like this one because I recently have been dealing with some negativity on a post that I will talk about later. And interestingly enough, I don't like to promote or even highlight a negative comment, but I kept thinking, wow, if I got a really good mean one, I would want to do this trend because it's just a fun way to poke fun at the negativity. So whereas you're not necessarily highlighting the negativity, you're basically saying adios to it. And you can put that comment and you can also put a censored sticker on top of it so that you don't even give credit to the creator. So you can definitely hide it. You can screenshot the comment. Lots of ways to do it without even crediting the negativity, the person with the negativity. So if you're into it and you like to go back at a negative comment, this one's for you. And okay, our last trend is a fun one because it's easy to show off something that you'd laugh at and then maybe realize it's not so funny. So lots of different uses for this. This one's for the creators who have a good sense of humor and like to be a little bit like snarky, I'm going to say. So the key is don't be too serious with this one. You can have a lot of different fun. You're gonna use this to be as if you're thinking about something and you're vibing, and then suddenly you realize, oh, that's not so great. So this creator used it as she's vibing, and then she remembers she's turning 30. And I could do the same thing and think, life is good. And all of a sudden I realize, oh, dang, I have another birthday coming and I don't want to celebrate it. And I'm a lot older than 30. So I think I should run with that one. Anyway, there's a lot of different things you can do with that one. So take a peek at it and you can always click on the audio and you can see how other people are using it because that could spur some ideas. It's a good idea not to copy another person, but you can be inspired and just see what they do and then put your own twist on it. All right, let's get into the original content ideas. There's some good, easy ones, but also not trends. So I know that a lot of people don't like the trends and they want to try and be more creative and not constantly be doing a trend after trend. So that's why we want to provide some ideas to spur some thinking. So you don't have to do exactly these, but sometimes it's just when you're out of ideas and you can't think of something to do. Here's a suggestion for you. Post a common mistake. So, whether you're a professional makeup artist, a chef, a baker, a video editor, whatever, share some common mistakes people make when they're not a pro. For example, if you're a pastry chef and you want some, and what are some common mistakes that other pastry chefs don't know that you have or are doing that you have an easy solution for? You can also, I've noticed on a video of mine where talked about a mascara tip that I had where I warm my mascara in warm water and use just to keep it like fresh every time. And I did have someone come and a professional makeup person come and say that that's not the best strategy. She should have made a video about it, but she didn't probably want to throw me under the bus. But if you have a tip like that or you see someone doing a mistake like that, you don't have to call that person out. You can just make your own video and say, I've noticed that there's some people that do this. And here's why I suggest that you don't. So she could have used that and used my mistake actually as a piece of content for herself. And she didn't have to poke fun at me about it. She could have just done it. Maybe she has. I'll have to go look because it's a good idea. She could have used that as a piece of content to show her expertise. Another one is stitching. So stitching is a really handy way to think of use let's say viral video and then have your own spin on it, have your response to it, and potentially have engagement. Because if that original video is viral, it's a good chance that when it comes up on the For You page, it will get some more views because whatever it is about the beginning of that video has already hooked the viewers in. So you can capitalize on that by using the 5-second opening, use their hook, and then add your own take on it. That's why stitches are easy and oftentimes go viral if you use an original viral video to stitch it. All right. Hopefully that makes sense. But TikTok does seem to be pushing the stitch feature. I have to say, Julie posted a video where she stitched with one of my videos, and it did get good engagement for her. So that's a good strategy. I don't know. I say go for it. Let's see some stitching. Let's sew up some stitches. And the last idea for Jan is a January recap. So since we see the end of the month coming, now's a good time to do like, wow, I can't believe January's over already. Let's do a recap of your favorites from the month. You can go into CapCut and pick a template. You can just make your own music video, whatever it is. I can't believe that the month is almost over already. It feels like it was just the new year. So now's your time. And the other good thing about this one is this is my personal favorite reason why I like this one is in here this week, because I want to say that at the end of every month, it's a good strategy to go and pick out your favorite photos and your favorite videos and put them in a folder. So this way, if you're making this video and you're picking out those favorites, while you're doing it, take those favorites and put them into a folder that is 2024 recap so that you're ready for the end of the year. I've talked about this before and I'm going to drive it home because I do think you're going to suddenly the months go by and you didn't do it. And once 2 months go by and you forget to do it, then you're really not going to do it. So it's a good idea to try and hop on that and think about that while you're doing your January recap. Now I'm going to take a minute to just do a little tech talk because I want to talk about some of the things I use in terms of tech for creating content. And since I got a new toy, I made a video about it. I'm going to show it to you here. It is a little mini drone that is handheld. It's so light, doesn't need a permit. It's so light, it doesn't require it. It's less than 250 grams. So this is a very handy little gadget. I did a really nice demo video on how it works. I'm going to link that here, and it is linked in the newsletter. And I want to say there's different types of creators who might want a gadget like this. Not everyone needs it, to be honest. But I thought somebody like a realtor who might want to have it, it will follow you through a house. It also does this thing where it dollies and it like dollies back. So you could be walking forward and talking about your property. And this is a great gadget for that. So if you don't have a person that can be your cameraman, if you're flying solo one day, this is your toy, and you can check it out with my demo and decide if you think you like it. And I'll put a link for it. All right, so that's my little tech talk for a Tuesday. Now let's talk about tutorials. So the tutorial of the week was a journey for me. Why? Because there's a new feature on TikTok, landscape mode, where you can tap and make the video full screen and turn your phone and watch videos like they're on YouTube. And I was so determined to figure out how this worked. I posted 5 videos, which I never do. I have 5 attempts in a row. I just kept trying it. I was determined to figure it out. And I finally nailed it. And then once I dove deep, I learned everything there is to know about landscape mode on TikTok. And I made a tutorial. So if you would like to know what's happening, I'm going to do a little chit chat about it for a second. And I will tell you this. Although I know that TikTok is suggesting it because I keep getting notices about using try landscape mode, but I'm not sure how much viewers are enjoying it because really, from a viewer standpoint, you tap the button, you have to turn your phone, you have to watch the video, you can't continue to scroll. You have to then tap the video again, hit the back button to get back to the regular format For You page to continue scrolling. So I'm not convinced that viewers are going to love this and embrace it. Potentially, it's just a lead in to what might be coming down the road. Who knows? I know TikTok is trying to compete with YouTube in a way, and they're talking about potentially putting ads in longer format videos, interrupting the video, just like they do on YouTube. I'm not sure the TikTok audience is going to be up for this, to be honest. I think that when you go to YouTube, you have a different mindset. And I don't think that same mindset is what the TikTok viewer is currently embracing. So I'm curious to see how this plays out. But I do think, I always say knowledge is power. Knowing how to do something is going to help you figure out if you need it. It's going to help you with something else down the road for sure. I truly believe that. So learn it and just be aware. You don't have to use it, although I'd like to know if you're going to, and I'd love to know what you think about it. All right, that's a wrap for today. If you enjoyed the podcast, make sure to leave us a review because that's always helpful. And submit a question if you want to be a part of the Friday newsletter, because we do answer and deep dive into a topic on Friday. If you landed here by the podcast platform, say Spotify podcast or Apple, make sure to subscribe to the email newsletter by visiting our website, hellosocialize.com, because this way, all the things I talked about are available in links. I can't put all the links in the show notes. So you'll find those if you get the email. And also on the website is where you'll find free workshops and a free TikTok course. So if you are interested and you're new and you're interested in learning TikTok, that's where to find it. So everybody have a nice rest of the week, and I will be back with some more news and a deep dive into strategy on Friday. I'll see you then. Thanks for listening.